Chapter 1, the MS diagnosis, the human side of MS and lessons learned. This is my MS story, and while I would like to keep it private, I feel that it's more important that I help other people with MS. I hope my MS story makes your MS story easier. I was diagnosed at 57, and at 57, I was healthier and more active than most of my friends. Running, swimming, biking, this hit me completely out of the blue. So what happened? What brought about my diagnosis? For about a week, my eye had been hurting. Not bad, just mild. I went and had a shingle shot. Now the shingle shot did not give me MS, but I think it caused a flare-up. I received my shot on Friday. By Sunday, I was on the couch watching football, and I started noticing when I looked to the left and when I looked to the right, my eye really hurt. By the Sunday evening game, I noticed I could barely see out of my left eye. It became a bit scary. Monday morning, I woke up and asked my wife to make an eye doctor's appointment for me. She told me they could see me by noon and that she was leaving the house. I asked her, please don't leave. I need you to take me to my eye doctor's appointment. She thought that was a bit odd. Then I finally told her I could not see out of my left eye. When I was at my eye doctor's appointment, it was a bit odd. They were very thorough and put me through a lot of tests. After about an hour, the eye doctor looked at me and said, you need to go to the emergency room. I thought that was a bit odd, and I told her I was not going to go to the emergency room, but I would check with my general practice doctor the next day and figure something out. I then asked, why did I need to go to the emergency room? While I don't think they told me, I did hear somebody mumble something about optic neuritis. Curiosity got the best of me. I looked up optic neuritis. Turns out that if you have optic neuritis, you very likely have MS. So the very next day, I did call my doctor and I did ask him for a script for an MRI. With script in hand, I went to the local Advent Health Radiology Center. I asked the person how quickly could I get an MRI. The person said, I can get you in tomorrow, but your insurance will probably take a week. I asked, how much is a direct pay? He told me it was much less than my deductible would have been. I said, schedule it up, I'll see you tomorrow. Immediately after my MRI, I started trying to get an appointment with a neurologist. I called several different neurology offices. Most of them were a month or a month plus out. So I made appointments with 3 different neurologists, and I also asked if I could be put on the waiting list. 2 days after my MRI, I did receive paperwork from my MRI. I didn't read the MRI, but I certainly read the report written by the radiologist, and it was pretty clear he thought I had MS. I started really to get worked up, a little bit worried. Luckily, the next day, one of the neurology offices called me and said if I could be there by noon, they would see me. Quickly, I was there. My first neurology visit was on 10/12, 12 days after my first eye pain. I went in, I saw the neurologist, and within 60 seconds, he looked at me and said, you have MS. He followed up my diagnosis by saying, you're gonna be okay. If this was 15 years ago, maybe not, but medications have gotten better, and we're gonna put you on a medication quickly. It wasn't a 60-second appointment. He was very thorough and answered all of my questions. My immediate thoughts went to my mother. She passed away at 65 from Parkinson's. She was part of many protocols at NIH and was super brave. I immediately channeled my mother. My second thoughts went to my wife and son. As the head of the family, I'm the caretaker. I couldn't bear to think of my wife or my son taking care of me. Somehow I thought I failed them. I know that's not true, but these are immediate thoughts. I'm sure you had many when you were diagnosed. Fear of the unknown is real. If you're having trouble coming to terms with your diagnosis, there's some things you can do. In my next video, I will share things I have done to calm my mind and brighten my future. I'm sure you can imagine. This happened in lightning speed. I was a bit numb. Somehow, I summoned a little courage, and I realized I didn't choose to have MS. I'm sure you didn't choose to have MS either, but the one choice we do have is how we handle it. When life gives you lemons, you make lemonade. I've always thought adversity reveals character, and I was about to reveal my character in a big way. I sat in silence for a few minutes, and after I wiped away a few tears, I looked at my neurologist and said, "Nothing changes." My next job was to go tell my wife. Lesson learned. Don't wait on anyone to advocate for you. Become a self-advocate. If I had not pushed to get appointments, pushed to get my MRI, it could have taken weeks or months. I would have gone crazy. I'm so happy I became a self-advocate and could start immediate treatment. See you next video.